Hello everyone, this is Judith with another video. We are talking about your twin flame journey, and today it's all about the topic, are you feeling your twin flame's feelings? Because that's what we do, right? We have like kind of a pipeline between the two of us, and we are like exchanging things consciously or subconsciously. In the beginning, of course, it's all happening like subconsciously. We do not even realize that, right? But basically, we have already done this all our lives, believe it or not, right? Even before you met your twin flame, you were already connected and already like exchanging and feeling their feelings, right? You've already been, you're always one, right? That's nothing new. But now you're on the journey, and you're on your journey to oneness, and you are on your journey to deal with all of those things consciously and in a deliberate way, right? That's the difference, because we are connected always. So but that's not what we want. When we talk about being on the twin flame journey, then we want to experience this relationship in the 3D, right? So that's the journey to take, and that's a spiritual journey, right? So in the beginning we feel a lot of things, right? In the beginning of our journey. But one thing is that we also feel the feelings of our twin flame. And of course, it's also that we feel all the love that they are like pushing away, because they maybe feel that it's inappropriate for them to be with you, or they feel that this is too good to be true, or that or they already have a commitment with someone else, and they want to keep their commitments because they have high integrity, high morals, right? Our twin flames. I'm not saying that they are also wounded. They also went through trauma, and so not everything what they do might be perfect, right? That's not what I'm saying, but deep down they have great integrity, and they are wonderful people, and they really like respect people around them. They don't want to be bullies, and very often they also reject their masculinity. Good, that's a little bit another topic, right? If your divine counterpart is a male, which I assume now it might not be that way, but most of the time, if you watch those videos, you hold the feminine energy. Whether you are a man or a woman really doesn't matter, right? So, and if your divine counterpart, your divine counterpart, if this is a man, then he probably most likely has problems with all the things that are said to be masculine, right? Doesn't want to have anything to do with that. Doesn't want to be a macho, right? And so there are many reasons why your divine counterpart is like rejecting the connection, right? And maybe not rejecting it right away, but trying to keep it to some extent, but not really committing fully to this relationship. And of course, as you know, it's all energy, so it would not be possible, right? So there are a lot of excuses in their lives why they wanna make another decision, and also not feel their feelings. So then you get to feel their feelings on top of what you feel. So it can be very overwhelming in the beginning, very overwhelming. And then once we also call this part of the pain body, right? So it's always very important along the journey. Also, when you are overwhelmed, when you have intense feelings, then ask yourself, are those my feelings, right? Is this me feeling this, or am I like connecting to my twin flames feelings? You might already know this, that you are very empathic, right? You can easily connect to other people's feelings, and so it's no wonder that you let all kinds of things in, right? All kinds of emotions, feelings, vibrations around you tend to influence you a great deal. And that's why we need to learn what healthy boundaries are. We need healthy boundaries, right? And one of the boundaries is really, you can train that with your twin flame to find out, am I feeling his feelings or are those my feelings? So when those are my feelings, then I have to deal with them, right? I have to ask myself, well, what is the root cause of all of this? And then do the inner work. And if you don't know how to do this, I'm here for you. Send me an email if you want to receive my offers, and I can help you to find out how to go about all of those things, right? It's really easy, and we can go right where we need to go next, because it's like peeling an onion, right? There's always more than one aspect to a cause, but yeah. So that's another thing. You can find out more in the description box. Have a look there if that is of any interest to you. And of course you have to do the inner work, right? You cannot move forward on this journey without healing, right? That's not possible. And one thing is to first recognize, this might be maybe not my feeling. This might be maybe coming from someone else. Maybe it's coming from my twin flame. And how can you tell? Well, you can tell when something is coming very sudden. For example, very often, for me this is the case, maybe you can relate, that it is a feeling like, for example, sadness has to do with tears. But actually I have nothing really, that I'm not sad in this moment. And it's not a sadness that is building, that maybe you think about something and you think about it a little more, you put it away, but it's coming back, and then you realize I'm really sad, maybe you're crying. No, it's not like this. It's just, boom, I'm sad, I'm crying. And then I always ask, is this my feeling or is this coming from my twin flame? And it's most of the time it comes from my twin flame. And then I just ask to send that back to him. Why? Right? Why would I do that? It's so... it's also, in the beginning of the journey, it's also very interesting to be connected in that way. It's interesting to feel the other's feelings, and it's overwhelming, but it's also fascinating, and you cannot really tell what is what, but it just feels good, right? It feels good. You don't want to let go of that, because you maybe think, then if I let go of that, then there will be nothing, and it's maybe the only thing that you have is this connection, right? So and that's why we hold on for a long time, and that's okay. As I always say, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Because you cannot decide to let go. It's a process. It has to do with the inner healing, with the inner work that you do, and more you don't need that. More and more you are on your path to your life, your joy, your fulfillment, right? Because you remember that it is from fulfillment, from our own fulfillment, that we step into union, and not out of lack, right? We cannot go there when we have this big void in our heart, or wherever it is, right? In our field. So there is we little by little we pour into self. We learn how to love ourselves. We resolve a lot of issues, so we get lighter and brighter, and then it's really we start to feel the joy along the path and the fulfillment, and then we let go, right? Because we suddenly see, oh, we really don't need that. We are connected to this other person. We don't need to cling, right? Because if it's not your twin flame, then you would not want to be with this person anyway, right? So if this person is leaving your life, so what? And you would be open and ready to welcome your true twin flame. So it's very different from what we go through in the beginning. And in this phase, when we already let go of the attachment, it's there where we can really train when we take on feelings from our twin, and where we have to decide also and set boundaries and say, that's not my stuff. Because if he is not dealing with it, if he is not feeling it, he will not be dealing with it, right? It's just only you then who is feeling it. It's not the other person. That's very, very important to know. So, but the other person is also on a journey, right? And as this journey is all about feelings, so we have to take responsibility, right, for our own luggage, for our own stuff. You have to do this, and your twin flame has to do this as well. So you are not helping your twin flame by taking on all those feelings. But you're helping your twin flame by sending back the things that are not your stuff, not yours to deal with. And in this way, there is a clear and healthy boundary, which is helping you both to stay in the high vibration and to learn maybe how to get there. It's a process. You're not always on the same page, but you're together you're going up and up and up and up. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I have for you today. Let me know if you have any questions regarding this, or let me know if you have had this experience with feeling your twin flames feelings, and how this was, what you did to resolve this. And yeah, have a beautiful day as always, and I see you in the next video. Bye for now, everyone. Bye.